Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, Richard, I see you started recording. Thank you. Yes, so about us, we yes, and one of the things I would like to do is to build the community that we are in.
Hello, CJ.
TechStylers is a community focused on supporting women who desire growth in technology. I see that we have men on the call, so I would like to also say we support you men, and we know that with your support, women are also supported. We support ladies with amazing superpowers because we know that everyone, men, women, boys, girls, we have the ability to use technology to solve real life problems because we want us to be problem solvers, not just to just sit behind the system coding. We know that we can actually solve real life problems using technologies. And our vision is to bring more and more people into tech through tech skills and trainings and mentorship. We have all that in TechStylers. We meet every Saturday for the cohort session. It will be every Saturday. We'll share the schedule with you so that you know what time your class holds. And for every month, just so that we can come together to get inspired through the inspirational and technical session. We share with one another. We talk. We get mentors. We get people who are experienced. We also get upcoming people, like us, who would, give us some inspiration, and we'll discuss heart to heart. We have different topics, emerging topics, AI, we have data analytics, we have mental health topics. There are also, different topics that we can talk about every month, every last Saturday of the month. That holds 6 p.m. West African time. Please follow us on our LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, on Discord. Follow us on all our social media platforms. We would like to see you there. Join us, because we can't do this journey. We can't be on this journey alone without you. And for housekeeping rules, the session is being recorded and will be made available for future viewing. Please, like we have said, mute your phone, use the question and answers. We also have a YouTube channel that we have all our recordings uploaded on. So very, very quickly, I'll take you through our code of conduct for the session. Please give me 1 minute, because I'd like all of us to see what we have in our code of conduct, just so we can help ourselves to understand what we're all doing here together. Okay. So we encourage respectful listening. We encourage feedbacks. As much as we respectfully listen in class, we would expect that if you have questions, you would maybe raise your hands or chat with the mentors. We avoid blame, speculations, and defamatory languages. Everyone has a chance to speak. We believe that there is no silly question. Every question is valid. Every thought process is valid, because you really don't know what's missing link we may get from that question, or from that feedback, or from that thought process that someone is about to give. So please feel free to express your views and your opinions respectfully, however. So if you have questions, don't feel bad about it, that, oh, maybe the class has gone ahead of time and so I will not meet up with this question. No, avoid assumptions about others and about yourself especially. So a lot of things are perceived on social media, but please just be yourself as much as possible. Increase your participation, because there is mark for participation. It's one of the things that attendance, not just attendance, but participation during sessions is also very important, as will be graded in that regard. We promote openness of points, and we encourage you to increase learnings because the sessions are every Saturday. So during the week, we'd encourage you to, use that time to catch up on some of the learnings that you have. So we'll expect you to use that time that you have to meet up with your colleagues and to do more research on your end. Criticize ideas, not individuals. So, for example, if somebody in your class drops a comment, please do not criticize the person. This is the idea or that we should all talk about. So, commit to learning and not debating, and listen respectfully and actively. And yes, we are moving right into appreciating our mentors that have taken time to be here with us. See the beautiful faces that I am looking at on this screen. See these beautiful ladies. I mean, it's not just ladies that don't have, a lot of them have 9 to 5, right? A lot of them, some of them have businesses that they run, but they are here pouring in, paying it forward. Please, can we just celebrate these ladies? All of them are doing amazing stuff in their different spheres. As you can see the smiles on their faces, a lot of them have things that, just want to give back to you. Thank you, Omolola. Thank you, Carolina. Thank you, Chioma. Thank you, Franca. Thank you, Jacinta. Gloria, we appreciate it. Amarachi, we celebrate you. Titi Lokwe, thank you. Yinka, we say thank you. Joy, you're the only one taking technology for now, and your technology team, everybody takes technology with you. Thank you so much. Sarah, we appreciate you. Titi, thank you. Amina, you are doing a fantastic job. Jazri, thank you. Foyin, Rachel, thank you so very much, ladies. I'll now hand over to Joy to tell us a little more about what's now part of what we have in a security certification part. Thank you, everyone.
Hello and welcome to another wonderful deep dive session. It's always very humbling to run through this program with TechStylers every year. And I want to say a very big thank you to all of you who are going to be participating. Thank you for trusting us to be able to help you deliver as you. And we hope that by the time you're done with this session, we all would have given you what you expected. My name is Joy Medom, and I'll be taking you through the security. Next slide, please. Through the security pathway. Ideally, this is supposed to be a training for intermediate. However, we did not want to spend time worrying about whether the people who would show interest already had prerequisite knowledge. So when we start our classes next week, I will find a way to understand the type of people in the class and see how to help you. If you're a pure beginner, that's fine. We cannot rule out the importance of security, especially in this world of AI. It's now huge and very, 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 pertinent that we focus on security, both as organizations or as business people who are using AI. Where are people putting your information to? Where are people trying to get information about a particular client's request from? And how are you ensuring that those information stay within, your corporate environment? And that's where one of Microsoft's solution called Microsoft Purview helps you to drive this data governance, and security. And so this training is focused on using Microsoft Purview to drive data security, to drive AI strategy, data governance, and address most of your security concerns when it comes to the corporate environment and data. So when you look at all the other pathways that we'll be learning, you will see that you all have to deal with data. And at some point in time as an organization, you want to know where your data is. So the importance of a security person cannot be taken out from every sphere of tech. So whether you're a apps developer, whether you're an analytics person, whether you are an AI developer, you would still need to understand how to adhere security. Thank you. Lola, please, next slide. So like I said, my name is Joy. I have over 13 years experience in different sectors. I've been doing tech from the days of putting computers together, going to Computer Village and the rest of them, till now where I'm tilting more to solutions architecting and data and security. And so humbly think I have enough experience to be able to take you through this class and guide you through what the real life scenario is and what the expectations are once you start to utilize the skills that you have had heard. One of the things we do in TechStylers is that because of our experience, and if you look at the chain of mentors that we're given, we just don't teach you like every other trainer. We teach you with the mindset that what you have done should be able to allow you to be able to use it to work. So that's the good thing about our training. Lola, your slides have gone out. So for those who will be joining us in the security class next, what are your expectations? The expectation is that I think we'll be going for 6 weeks. Next slide, please. I think we would run for 6 weeks, 5 weeks here, Saturdays, 11 a.m. However, once we come together and I understand the personal and the people and your schedule, if 11 a.m. is not suitable, I'm happy to make a couple of adjustments, just to suit. The whole idea is that at the end of the class, I want you to be able to take away some key things. Next slide. And the things that you would be expected to take away from this session would be, the next slide, please, would be understanding M365 information protection and how to do a whole data lifecycle using Microsoft Purview. Understand your data landscape. So when you say data, what does that mean? Where's your data? How do you know your data? Understand how you can classify data into sensitivity levels. So if for those of you in Nigeria, you see the whole big deal around data now coming up. And for those of you outside Nigeria, in Europe, you see that you're already used to data protection policies and sanctions. Now Nigeria is becoming a big deal. And so you want to understand how to classify your data, how to ensure that your data, from when it's moving at rest to when it's in transit, to understand how you can secure them and keep them encrypted. So all of this will be the key takeaways that you'll be taking from this. And you will see how to apply this in your project. One of the key things this year is doing for us is that we are now going to apply the skills that we have gotten, not outside TechStylers, but even within the TechStylers program, you would have to apply these skills. So you will understand how to take away everything you have learned in using Microsoft Purview to apply in your project and help whatever project team you fall into understand how to infuse data security. Once again, thank you very much. And the good thing is, eventually, after the cohort, if you want to be certified in this pathway, you can write the SC 400. So for those who will be fresh beginners, we expect them to do the MS 900. We will get them familiar with Microsoft 365 platform. And then for those who are already familiar with M365 platform, they can just go ahead to write the SC 400 certification. Thank you very much for trusting us to do this with you. And we trust that you'll be committed, because it's one thing to say I'm interested, it's another thing to be committed. Our expectation is that as you have decided to do this, we're ready for you, and we would hold hands with you and ensure that at the end of this program, you would be an ambassador for TechStylers. Thank you very much, Lola.
Thank you, Joy. Thank you. I appreciate it so very much. Now we'll be handing over to our Power Platform ladies. They are powerful ladies indeed. Thank you. I see people joining from UK, from New York, from Zimbabwe, from Harare, Zimbabwe, from Jos. It's beautiful in Jos. I can imagine how cold it is and beautiful. Thank you so very much. Ladies in Power Platform, are ready to take this away and tell us all the juicy things you have in stock for us? Thank you so much, Joy, for your session. And if you're also considering, please keep, if you're also considering and thinking of what track to join, we have just finished data security and now we're in Power Platform. Please keep jotting in so that you would, maybe at the end of the class, at the end of the onboarding session, make up your mind on which to join.
Lara, you can move to the next pathway.
I'll be inviting Amolola, Boluwatife, and Carolina now. Our Power Platform powerful ladies.
Can you please move to the next pathway? Yeah.
Yes, I have, Joy. What do you see on
Okay,
your screen?
your screen is not changing. Your screen is not changing. If you can move to Copilot in Power Platform, please. Thank you.
Oh. Okay. Just give me a minute. Do you see that now?
No, try resharing. Just reshare.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay. Sit well now. Sit well. Sit well. Sit well. Is it too high for you?
Rachel, please confirm if we're good now.
Yes, but move it to Copilot in Power Platform.
Hello, Lara. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. Okay. So thank you very much for all of that. So my name is Omolola Alfred. I'm just going to take us on the Microsoft Power Platform and all that we'll be doing in this cohort. All right. So these are the mentors. Myself, Buluwatife, and Carolina will be the ones mentoring us this season. And so all about Microsoft Power Platform, it's a family. We have Power Apps, Power Automate, Power BI, Copilot Studio, Power Pages, which we actually use for different things. So first we use Power Apps for app development. And this is what we will be showing you. And one of the most beautiful things that we'll be doing in this cohort is that we will actually be teaching using a use case. So we have a project that we'll be using to teach. So as we are building, you would also be building. And of course, you also have a project that we have already planned that you are going to build. So if you join us in this, or if you have registered in this particular for this particular session, app development with Power Apps and Power Automate, you'll be able to develop app screens with Power Apps, right? You'll also be able to automate business processes with Power Automate, and you would understand Power Pages also. So this is a family. We already have a cohort that they would be talking about Power BI and Copilot Studio, but they are all in the same Microsoft Power Platform family. We have Dataverse, that is actually the dedicated database of the system. We have data connectors where you can actually connect to a Power BI dashboard. You can actually connect to other platforms. That's what data connectors does. And we have AI Builder, which we can use to introduce artificial intelligence into the family. Please go to the next slide. Awesome. So for the curriculum, we are starting next week, 25th of May, and our classes starts by 10 a.m. Okay, so if you are in this particular session, you'll be joining us 10 a.m. every Saturday from next week to 22nd of June. And things that we'll be looking at. Like I said, we are going to be working with a project, but you understand everything around Microsoft Power Platform. When they talk about Microsoft Power Platform, you understand it. We would also look at how you can actually model your data. All right, you are going to learn all of that, and you'll be building yourself definitely as we build. Please go back. All right, so we would also look at model-driven application. We'll look at how you can build a Canvas app. Process automation definitely is another thing that we'll be looking at. And as we do all of this, you'll definitely also be doing your own project that I would have given to you. So let's go to the key takeaways. So for the key takeaways of this particular program, we hope that once you are done, you'll be able to translate any business challenges into working solutions. So when a business comes to you that they have so challenges, you would be able to convert them into working solutions using all the platforms that would have taught you, Power Apps, Power Automate, and all of it that will teach you. Number two is we also hope that you will be able to write Pure 900 after this. Pure 900 is a certification that Microsoft certification that you'll be able to write once you are done taking this session with us. And definitely, we know that we hope that you'll be able to apply for different kind of job roles like technical support engineer. You'll be able to apply to be a Power Platform developer. You'll be able to apply to be a process automation engineer. So we are looking forward to have you in the app development and Power Automate. Thank you so much.
Hello and welcome to this wonderful journey of Copilot for Power Platforms. I'm Jayashree. Next slide, please. So this is my brilliant team, Foying, Rachel, Olajumoke, and myself, Jayashree. These who are experts in this Power Platform area. Next slide, please. So Microsoft Power Platform is already enabled creation of digital business solutions. The Copilot experience in this Power Platform offers us assistance across various tasks like saving time and efforts for users. Whether automating processes, building apps, or creating websites, the Copilot can generate experience based on the knowledge and data provided. So you can offer suggestions for customizations and helping with logic and workflow generation. Copilot can bring our vision to life more efficiently than ever before. So this is really brilliant tool on Power Platform, which we will be deep diving on this. Next slide, please. So what are we going to target on this course? We will be looking at introduction of Copilot in Microsoft Power Platform, then how can we use Copilot in Power Apps. We will be deep diving on Copilot in Power Automate and how those can be used on Power Pages. We will be creating Copilots or extend the Copilots using Microsoft Copilot Studio, which was used to be called as Power Virtual Agent. And in next module, we will be looking to find out how to add intelligence with AI Builder and GPT. So this would be our course curriculum for this cohort. Next slide, please. So what would be takeaways from this? We will be diving into how Copilot assisting in creating apps based on existing Excel files by uploading the file to Power App Studio, Copilot processes and data, which will be determining column heading, data types. We will be generating working app. And this app will assist in customizing the app, making changes based on prompt provided by the user. We will be looking at Power Automate. How can we build automation? How can we add actions, replace actions, and answering questions? And in Copilot Studio, we will be looking into how can we create and extend Copilots. Power Pages. In this area, we will be building professional websites quickly by providing just prompt. So Copilot will be assisting us to generate HTML, CSS, and relevant images for different scenarios of the web pages. So this will just accelerate our website creation process, and which will be focusing on content customization as well. So overall, this Copilot with Microsoft Power Platform open us new possibilities for automation, app development, and user experience. With this workflow generation, app building, web page creation, chatbot integration, users can achieve their goal more efficiently without extensive coding knowledge. So with low code, you can achieve so many things. So this Power Platform updates empowers us to leverage AI technologies, making the development process faster, more intuitive, and highly productive. So thank you so much for joining on this wonderful journey and joining this program. Thanks. Over to you, Lara.
Thank you, Jazri. Thank you so much for helping us understand that we can do all of those things with low code, no code at this time. Power BI team, let's meet our amazing ladies in Power BI. We have some very powerful ladies doing things with data, manipulating data and changing things around and, helping us interpret data. Thank you so much.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is Olaika, and can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, good morning. I can hear you.
And I will just give us a brief overview of what the Power BI track would cover. Of course, the track is business intelligence with Power BI, and in the first week, we are going to look at an overview of Power BI and how to import data into Power BI. In the second week, we're going to be looking at data cleaning and transformation. In week 3, we would look at data visualization techniques. And in week 4, we would look at, In week 4, we would look at making your report interactive, adding interactiveness to your report and to your Power BI report. And in week 5, we're going to be looking at how to manage assets in Power BI service. In the final week, which is week 6, we would take you through some real-world projects of your own that you will deliver at the end of this cohort. So that would be the curriculum for this track. Who are the mentors? Like Lara rightly said, we have powerful, experienced, highly experienced people who are going to be mentoring you. We have Franca, we have Gloria, we have Choma, we have Amarachi and Jacinta, and my humble self. And then what is Power BI basically? It's a collection of software services, applications, and connectors. Basically, all of these work together to help you turn your data into a story and give interactive insights that people can use to make decisions. Power BI lets you easily connect to different data sources, and then you can wrangle and clean that data and build it into visualizations that people can use. On the next slide, we'll also see what are the different aspects of Power BI. So like I said before in that picture, Power BI takes your data from all of these, of course, a lot more sources, and brings it out into this beautiful looking dashboard that tells an actual story. And on the next slide also, we see that Power BI is broken into, I will call it different flavors. We have Power BI on desktop, we have Power BI service in the cloud, and then we have Power BI mobile, which is the app that you can download on your phone. First, we're going to learn a lot more about that in the trainings that we're going to have. And this is how these 3 parts of Power BI work together. You do all of your cooking, creating your report in the Power BI desktop space, and you publish it to the cloud, which is Power BI service. And when you publish it to the cloud, from there you can also publish it to the app. And so people can use your report from their mobile phones, from their tablets, from wherever other they want to use it. And so that is basically what Power BI is about. And why is it important? It's important because it's a business analytics solution that help a lot of multinationals and big and small businesses all use Power BI to make sense of their data. It basically it powers business intelligence, just as the name implies. Helps your business to be intelligent and helps businesses to make better decisions. So that would be it for the Power BI, I think. Of course, we're going to be having our classes at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. every Saturday, starting once we start this, we're going to start at 6 p.m. every Saturday. Finally, before I leave, I'm going to drop a link in the chat. Power BI is a freely available software. You can download it from the web. And of course, we're going to be using it during the session. So what I'm going to do right now is to drop a link in the chat so that you guys can download and install it on your desktops before we come for our first class. So when we come to the class, you're ready to start practicing what we're learning. And so thank you. Back to you, Lara.
Thank you, Yinka, for the explanatory introduction. Thank you, Franca. Thank you, Jacinta. Thank you, Amarachi. Those are the Power BI track powerful ladies. Thank you so very much for all that you have in stock for us and for bringing your wealth of knowledge to us in this cohort. Taking it away now is the Microsoft Azure track. That's the cloud computing. In case you are wondering what's happening over there, our ladies are going to tell us exactly what is happening in the cloud and how to maximize it. Titilope and Sarah.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good
My
morning,
name is
Titi.
Yes, thank you. My name is Titilope Bello, and I'll be talking about the Microsoft Azure track. Please, next slide. So, as you have said, my name is Titilope Bello, and I have 4 mentors who are going to be joining us on this journey in the name of the person of Sarah and Oluwatosin. So next slide, please. So what the program is going to be, that's this particular track is going to be talking about is majorly Microsoft Azure. And if somebody is to ask, what is Microsoft Azure? Azure is actually a Microsoft Cloud platform that is designed with the aim of helping businesses and developers specifically to be able to quickly create, deploy, and then manage their applications and services in the cloud without the issue of managing so much infrastructure behind it. And Azure offers different services like computing services, which includes virtual machines, storage, databases, and all. And the one thing that stands out with it is the ability to pay for just what you use. Also, when you talk of developer, it supports a very large language. It has a very big bucket for languages and then tools and different frameworks that can be used within the platform. And at the end of the day, what a business will be gaining from moving their resources to Azure will be ability to innovate within their business space. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay, I think this video might take a bit of time. It will take a bit of time, so I'll just skip it. Skip it, I hope. So my slides are not complete. Things are missing. Where's my course outline? Is missing here.
Technology is doing its thing. So sorry about that. Give me just 1 minute.
Okay, so, okay. No problem.
Okay, to save time, Titi, do you think you have the slide with you?
Okay,
so
so let me just talk about it. Let me talk
um,
about it very
sorry,
quickly. So,
no, Titi, hold on, please.
Yeah,
If you think
yes,
you
ma'am.
have the slide with you so that we don't waste so much time, can you quickly present from your end, and then maybe when you're done, Lara will continue with us.
Yes, I can do that. Okay. Sure. Okay. I believe, can we see my screen? The wrong screen. Hello?
Yeah, we can see
I
your
think the
screen.
wrong screen is being presented.
Yes, my
Yes.
showing, ma.
Hold on a minute. The wrong screen was presented, rejected. Okay, just a minute, please. Okay. Okay, can we see my screen?
Yes,
I
you can.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you. So for the track, we're going to be looking at managing Azure identity and then governance within Azure environment. We'll look at the administration, the overall administration of Azure environment, and then how to manage and create a network services within Azure. And the third module is going to be covering things like inter-site connectivity and then network traffic management when it comes to managing multiple app services and sorry.
We lost it for a minute there.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I said we're going to be we'll look at the deploying and managing Azure computing services and resources like virtual machines, databases, storage, and so on and so forth. And we'll look at managing app services and container services like AKS. And finally, we'll look at how you are going to be able to monitor and then backup resources in Azure just for disaster recovery purposes. And moving on. Okay. So at the end of this program, every participant who participated fully will have been able to master the different services within Azure environment or within Azure infrastructure. And then you'll be able to apply the knowledge gain, because the aim of this program is not like the other mentor have said, is not just you coming to attend another class that is available there. It's ability for you to be able to gain knowledge that you'll be able to apply in your work space, to be able to design, plan, and implement Azure services for any organization of all size. And after the course as well, you should be able to take the Azure administrator certification to further boost your confidence within the industry. And finally, these are the various job roles that you can land on, that you can apply for after the course. So here at the certification track, I put AZ900 there, but it's not compulsory because the AZ104 does not really require doesn't have prerequisite. So AZ900 is just by the way, you don't need to write that if you don't have the flair to write it. But it's good you write the AZ104, and after that, you'll be given by Microsoft an Azure Administrator Associate Certificate. So that is all. Thank you very much. That will be all from my end. Escape. Hello.
Thank you, Titi.
Yes.
Okay. I see in the Q&A, some people want to change their minds regarding the courses that they had chosen before. I just want to find out what is going on. Are you getting convinced by our mentors already? Just hold on. We haven't finished. We haven't finished. We still have the Figma track coming up now by our delectable Amina. And she's going to tell us everything about the UI UX, what to expect, and how we're going to be running together. Amina, you can take it away now.
Learned something very interesting actually. Just came to realization.
Please, can you mute? Can you mute? Can you mute, please?
MJ. MJ.
Hello, yeah?
Yes. So we'll go back to our Figma track because Amina said just a bit cold. Maybe things are happening at that end, but I would like MJ now to just tell us what to expect next after we have gone through these our fantastic technologies. MJ, are you seeing the screen
Yes,
now?
I am. Yes, I am. Good morning once again, everyone. A big congratulations to everyone that has been accepted into this program. I'm super happy to be here. My name is Olajumoke Toriola, one of the co-founder of TechStylers, MJ for short. So, I mean, when you hear MJ, just be at the back of your mind that it's not Michael Jackson. But I'm super happy and then glad to be called MJ. And then, so one of the things we're going to be, yes, I get a lot of people ask whether MJ is Michael Jackson. It's just a brand name. So one of the things we're going to be looking at the end of the day in this cohort is that there will be a reward session, there will be recognition, making plus to see how we can give at the end of the day what you stand to benefit, and then I must stress this, that you will have to this is dependent really on your participation on the class, the attendance, the number of attendance. That's why we say 100% attendance of each of the track session you decide to go into at the end of the day. And so you're going to have a certificate of completion. And at the end of the day also, we'll look at giving a 100% exam voucher where you can write your exam. So whatever certification you are writing in the track. So please, I'm going to advise every one of you to ensure that you attend the class and ensure that at the end of the day, you're not just marking register, but pay attention also, because these are the rewards you stand to benefit. Now, in terms of schedule, I think a lot of has already been spoken by the tech mentors. For the different tracks, you can see the different timing for each of them, the app development. And at this stage, I think I also want to quickly throw a bit of clarification on the Power Platform, that is the app development and workflow track, the Power Apps and Power Automate tracks, and also the Copilot for Power Platform and Copilot Studio. So if you're a beginner in the space of Power Platform, if you are a complete beginner, you don't know what Power Platform is, this is your first time, then the best track for you to go would be the track Homolola Afraid presented, which is the App Dev and Workflow Power Apps and Power Automate class, which will be taking place 10 a.m. every Saturday. And then, but if you are already you're not longer a novice, you've started working with Power Platform already, but you want to take it to a higher level, then I would advise you go for the Copilot for Power Platform and Copilot Studio. So you will learn that's an higher class, and that will be starting 9:30 a.m. For the data and Power BI, it is always 6 p.m. I mean, so bear with us. I know a lot of people were saying in the chat, oh, 6 p.m. Do you mean 6 p.m. 10 a.m.? No. The data people feel that it is when the sun has come down that learning data can enter your head very well. So they put it at 6 p.m. So ensure that you can join the class that time. All right, then. Then for the Azure, you have a 10 a.m. and security 11 a.m. Yes, security people says that you have to make it early to ensure that you can protect yourself. So they put their class in 11 a.m. Please, I think we all just want to ensure that at the end of the day, everybody is comfortable. Why for the U and US class, 2 p.m. is the ideal time. All right, to the next class. I mean, to the next slide, please. So what we intend to do around the projects, and then this is a very interesting part that we've decided this cohort. What we plan to do is that for each of the tracks, you are all going to be given a group ID. So we have a group from group A to group. We have 10 groups. So if I'm looking at the alphabet, I think I is what stop at 10. If I'm right, but if I'm not right, please let me fill in the gap. It's a long time I've been to school to read ABC. J, say, okay, thank you. I think J ends it, yeah. So group A to J is what we have. And then with that, what we'll have is that across each of these tracks, we're going to have a group A in Power Platform, a group A in Copilot for Power Platform, a group A in what they call it in Power BI. So we have a group A to J across all of the tracks. And at the end of the day, all the group A's in each of the tracks are going to be merged together as a single group. So what we intend at the end of the day is that whatever you're taught in your own track, you will use that to contribute into the success of the project that is assigned to that group. I'll do a little bit of, at the end of the day, a more explanation around that. But this is just what the project plan is, that from a week 1 to 6, we have your training. For week 2, we're going to assign you to the group. We are also thinking whether within the first, why we want to assign you to the group in week 2 is because we felt you would have been settled down to understand what each of your track is. And if you have any plans to say you want to port, I'll use the word not jackpot, or port into another track, you would have been settled enough to now know that, okay, this is what, then we can assign you to your groups. We're also going to be relying on each of the tech mentors to help us around this. Then from group 4 to 5, you will submit a mock-up of your project, which means whatever you want to do. And that is why we said, I will throw more light to it, that we said that each of this track, by the time you have a group in each of the track and we merge you together. So if we give you a project for you to build an app, it means that someone from the Power Apps and the co-pilots, from the Power Platform, we work together, and then they will build an app. You will see how you will infuse security into it, because someone from security will be in that group. Then you will also look from a UI UX perspective, where you're going to design the interface. So that's why we're looking at the end of the day, you will be able to submit a mock-up of your project. Then you will look also from the angle of the co-pilot, how you can create a chat GPT or a co-pilot or a chat around it. So we're going to look at that. Then at the end of the day, also from the analytics of the Power BI people, the data people, we're going to see how you're going to bring intelligence into that application, give us a visual representation of data and all of that. So that is what we're going to be doing in this cohort. We're going to see at the end of the day how each of you are going to merge together and then do something beautiful, and then come up with something really, really nice. And these are the list. Sorry, Lara, please can you go back to the next slide? Sorry. So from week 4 to 5, you have the mock-up to submit. Week 6, you have to be rounding up your projects, and then we're expecting that by week 6, you should submit a PowerPoint slide that is going to include a video recording of your work. Then for week 7, each of these group, you will go through your defense. You present, and then we will select and announce that we take our top 3 apps or group that we feel that has done, exceedingly well, and then we will give you also a prize for it. And then please go on to the next slide. So I'm going to ask every one of you to bring your best arts, bring your thinking cap on for this project. A list of the projects we have are: 1, we have the HR onboarding app. We will have a session where we all can agree out, where we're going to explain this in details. And again, we'll also make available the project's document for you, so that you can have your time to look at it and all of that. So 1, we have an HR onboarding app, we have a retail chain loyalty app, an expense management app, equipment performance and monitoring app, digital cost evaluation app, healthcare booking app, real estate property app, volunteer activities app, smart contract app, that is for a legal firm, and then the events management app. We will do we'll do well to explain what we're expecting you to do around each of these apps. So don't bother your head. I know a lot of you are saying, oh, where is the content of all of these? We'll share it with you, and then we can have a session also to review it with you. Please go on. Now, what are we trying to test to evaluate? Now, a lot of the things that I know some of you, we want to test communication skills. We don't want you to finish from this cohort and then probably maybe at the end of the day, we want to give you the opportunity to be job ready. We want to give you the opportunity that when you're sitting before an interviewer, you actually have something to say that you've built, and you can intelligently and confidently talk about it like someone that has done. So it doesn't really have to be, oh, I don't have any job experience, I don't have all of that. Yes, you can claim to have a job experience because you've gone through our training, and then you've also built some apps. So again, what we intend to test at the end of these days, for you to have a sort of communication skill, build your communication skills, look at your presentation skill, your confidence in talking, in presenting. We want to look at your critical thinking skills. How do you think out of the box? What do you come up with? We're going to give you the project, but we want to see how far you can think out of the box. So don't limit yourself to what we say you should do. That's why we're looking at creativity. Bring out your creativity skills, your problem analysis skills, your collaboration and teamwork again, because you're going to have people from different groups and we're going to merge you together. because we want to create a real scenario, because at the end of the day, when you're working in the real life, in the real markets, how will I put it, in the real world, you are not going to be working with your family. You're going to be working with people who have diverse backgrounds. So the same thing, we want to see how we're going to bring you together and how you guys can cohabit, work together, build a team spirit, and then that can translate to when you also even go into the job market and then you're working in the real world. Then we also want to look at your project management skills. Our president, our global president, in the person of Ellie, will be taking us through project management, once in a while, which you'll also be able to learn from. And we also have client interaction skills. We want to see how you are going to be if you were in front of a customer that says, I have this need. What are the questions you're going to ask? What are the things you're going to bring out from being able to interact with clients and all of that? And then lastly, your time management. Because at the end of the day, each of this track, you have 3 weeks to finish it. So we want to see that within the 4 months, what you have gained, and then from the 4th to 7th month, what can you bring out? So we're really going to squeeze you. Yeah. I'm going to have to say that with a big smile. We're actually going to squeeze you, and then we're going to see how much you can do so very well within a very short time. Then in terms of technical skills, what are we evaluating? We're going to evaluate your requirement gathering and analysis skills. Are you getting information? So one of the things that we know this project is going to afford you is that you are going to be exposed to make research. A lot of you, maybe your background may be from a legal background, maybe from maybe the background may be from health. Some of you may just be, okay, it's business administration and all of that. I don't know what they do in the health sector. I don't know what they do in the retail, but this is going to give you the opportunity for you to carry out research, to understand the various market segments, the industry segments, their sectors, the verticals. This is what we want you to have. So that's why we feel that you can use this project also to understand customers' needs, the behavior, what motivates them to say, oh, they want to do this. So we expect that you are going to carry out research in this. And then now you can also interpret and identify key business objective and the desired outcomes of what a customer. So it will not be that, oh, it is not a customer requested for A and you are delivering B. So we're looking at all of that. Then in terms of app development, data management, integration, automation, yes, data analytics, I've already spoken about it. That to every, I know Olayinka talked about you are going to build a project of your own, but I just want to quickly do a correction on that. You are going to build a project against each of the project tracks that we're going to share. So you are going to see how you're going to bring out dashboards for all of those projects, even when they are building their own apps, when security is looking at how they're going to secure it, when the people for Azure are looking at, okay, where do I come in here? And then the UI UX. So that is the bit we want to see there. And then like you see, we talk about security and compliance. We talk about design concept. What the people that are going to learn UI UX, how are you bringing your design thinking to place for the building of this application that is going to enhance what the Power Platform team are going to do. And then what's also the kind of dashboard the business intelligence team or the Power BI team are going to do, and all of that. Then at the end of the day, like we said, we want a PowerPoint slide and a recording of all of the session. So your documentation also will be tested. We also expect that at the end of the day, you are going to build a little bit of user manual that people can go through. So at the end of the day, I believe that if you are able to do all of this, you can actually beat your chest and say, well, I have built a solution. And then it doesn't stop at that. Even when you finish this, you can look at the other tracks, other projects, even and say, oh, I like what they built in. group B, but I'm in group A. Maybe after all of this, I want to try to build that myself. And we just want to give you the opportunity. Once again, thank you guys. And then in September, we're going to have another not tech, for techies. Yes, we want to have a scrum master training. So, and then we also have to want to have a class for AI for all. We call it AI for all. This is a class we feel that whether you have any knowledge about artificial intelligence, but you can hear all of the bosses making around, at least even if you do not know, just any news today is AI. So we feel that it is time for us to start making sure that people can learn it. And so we're going to have classes around Microsoft 365 Copilot. We're going to look at responsible AI and then using AI securely. So those classes are going to come up in September. So ensure that you stay tuned and ensure that you are also receiving, you look out for informations around that. Once again, I want to say a big thank you to you all. And I want to say a big thank you to my co-founder. It's a lot of sleepless nights. Sometimes we have to plan, and then more importantly, to all of these beautiful tech mentors, you guys rock. Well done. We see all of the hard work, the commitments. Thank you guys. I want you guys to just show some love to these people. They've been so amazing, and we cannot thank them enough. So thank you, Olola. I think I've spoken too much. I like to speak a lot. So
It's
Olola,
spoken
take it on
enough.
from here.
You have spoken enough. I believe we were able to clear. There are a lot of questions going on in the chat box regarding what the project is, what the timing is, and all. So I believe you've been able to, you've doused a lot of tension and pressure already, in as much as you gave us the very strong face regarding the projects that wants to squeeze us. But yes, we can do it. Somebody posted mission is possible. That is so very believable. It is possible. So we're going to do this. We'll be having Q&A session immediately after we do a rundown of the UI UX track. However, please, if you have your questions ready, you can put them in the Q&A, so it's easier for us to collate. But if you do not, we'll just don't unmute yourselves, otherwise you have to mute it, but just raise your hand and we'll identify you to speak. Thank you so much. Rachel, please let us know what UI UX is all about in this cohort.
Okay, hi. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rachel, and I'm going to be speaking for Amina because she's going to be the mentor for this track. And she's going to be on the Figma track, she's going to be taking through the introduction to UI UX and looking at the introduction, because introduction of a particular technology is important. And the tool that is going to be used during the UI UX class is going to be Figma. I think I registered as a student for this particular track because I need to know how to design, and also getting started with Figma, basic design principles like how to use different colors. And if you can move to the next slide, please. Okay, she's also going to be discussing about what makes a good designing user interfaces in Figma, and also how to create buttons. Because if you really look into design, you see that designing has rules. She's going to be taking us through all of that, and also having a hands-on practice where you can actually learn about, okay, not just attending classes, but you have hands-on opportunity to actually create with Figma. And also the great thing about Figma is that they have a free access that you can use, that you don't have to pay for. You can use it to learn Figma. And also she's going to be looking at prototyping and interactions in Figma. And okay, if you can move to the next slide. And if you can see on each of the modules, each of the week, she's going to be taking you through a hands-on experience for each of the week on that particular topic that she's going to be looking at. So if you can take us to week 4. Okay, and she's going to be showing you how to collaborate, how to work together on the same how to work together on a Figma design, how to comment, how to tag people, and create feedbacks on your design in Figma, and also how to work with version controls. Like if you work normally with Microsoft Word and Excel, you can see you can move from one version to another. So she's going to be showing that. And if you can take us to the last slide. And like MJ has said, she mentioned about having projects at the end of the day. So hi, Lara, if you can take us to the next slide. Okay, so she mentioned about projects. So there's going to be an opportunity to work with other teams in the cohorts to work on projects and bring your ideas of what you have learned from the Figma track. And also she's going to be showing you how to create a strong UI UX design portfolio, because this is very important. And you will need this to actually look for a job in design. And she's going to be showing you different career pathways and job search strategies in UI UX design. She's going to be giving a like what has been done throughout the class, and also asking questions, and there's going to be a certificate for completion, and also and also resources that you can continue with on your journey. Okay, okay, sorry.
Thank you
Please, can
so very
someone?
much, Rachel.
Yeah, sure,
Thank
thank you.
you. So for those asking for Figma, someone asked if Figma can be a beginner. Our mentor is going to take us through the very, very beginning. As you have seen it in Module 1, we'll be taking the Figma basics. So stay rest assured that we've got you covered. And use the opportunity to ask questions while you're in class. And we'll also be sharing more learning materials with us. So it's now time to take our Q&As. So now I'll be answering some of the questions. Our community manager will be handling that for us. But what we will do is, let me check the Q&A. Let me see questions. Some of the questions have been answered. Can we change path we chose when filling the form? What is the duration for each class? Is there PDF for this course? The courses are registered, are uploaded on YouTube, so you can go ahead to watch the sessions after the class. Also, the recordings will be on Teams, should you need to go back on Teams to check the recording. So you have platforms available to you where you can check your recap. And then we have some, let me see some more questions. How long is this course for? June. Does it end in June? Yes, it does end in June. There'll be YouTube. That was a question from Sherilyn. It ends in June. What MJ was talking about is there is another one, techies, non-tech for techies, that will be happening in September. That is another learning track altogether. Yes, YouTube will be loaded, well, weekly. Will be loaded weekly. Will be loaded daily, weekly. All of the trainings are going to be there. Please, is there a breakdown for the Power BI training? Yes, there is. Can we have this presentation slide? Well, this presentation slide, let's see, it wouldn't do much for you just yet. When you get into your classes, your mentors will do a breakdown. This is like high level. We'll do a more break. That's Taufik. We'll do a breakdown of everything you'll be doing in your class and the curriculum, timing, all of that. And then I believe we have seen the timing. UI UX is in the afternoon too. And so for those that want to do 2 courses at the same time, now that's a question that has popped up a lot of time. So Joy, I don't want to put you on the spot, but would you like to speak to those who would like to take 2 courses at the same time? What would you like to advise them?
Okay, first thing, look at your 2 courses and ask yourself which is directly going to impact you. So for instance, if you like cloud computing and you want to do security, the question is, do you have any experience at all in cloud computing? If the answer is no, go and do Azure, because when you come to the security, we're only leveraging on how you're going to secure these environments that you haven't known. Power Apps Copilot. If you don't have any experience with Power Apps at all, you like what go and do Power Apps, you can always watch YouTube. So sit down, look at what is very important to where you are and where you want to go to, just because it's important that you leverage on that. You can have one-on-one conversations with these mentors during the training and ask questions. And like we said, everything we're teaching is on YouTube. You can go and watch it yourself. However, what we're bringing to the class is our experience. And so we're training you using what we know clients will ask you, how they will ask you. And you can see that in our project. So one thing, ask yourself, where am I going to? What do I want now? Prioritize that to select your class. Second thing, if your classes don't clash, then good, you can join both sessions so that you still have real life one-on-one sessions with the mentors. But if they clash, go back to your first priority, attend that, and do a rewatch on YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you for the succinct response. MJ would like to throw in more light on that.
Yeah, and then one of the things also you need to be aware of is that you can only be in one project group. So this will really, you have to also make the decision. You can't be in two project group at the same time. So I think Joy has already said a lot around how you can prioritize your time and your learning. So, but be at the back of your mind, you can't be in two project group. All right then. Lara, please go on. Thank you.
Yes. Power BI ladies, they're really harassing you in the chat box. Amarachi,
So,
Frank Achebe, they're really harassing you to change your time to 10 a.m. Please, do you want to speak about that? Not to put you on the spot, but 6 p.m. I mean, MJ has told us that you need your mind to be cooled down when you are doing data because there's a lot of information. So it's 6 p.m. But if any of you would like to say something about that, please do. Titi, someone is asking if there is cost implication for this, for the trainings.
That's for Azure.
No, I think for all the training.
For
so
all the
I mean
trainings.
that the cost implication is the time availability, making yourself show up. So all the trainings are completely free. However, if there is any cost that you want to put, it is to ensure that you are intentional about it and make yourself available, which is show up. And that's the cost to you, not to us at all. I hope that helps.
Yes, that helps a lot. I'd like to call Ellie to say something with regards to just throw a little light on this project and just give us a very maybe 2 minutes intro into project management and how we should prepare ourselves for it. Choma, I see your hand raised. Would you like to say something about Power BI?
Yes.
Thank you, Choma.
Thanks, Lara. So with regards to the Power BI, please, we'll still stick to the 6 p.m. We are considering that because over the years that we've had our different cohorts, that has been our time. And we're trying to stick to just a particular time that also does work for everybody because we understand that some of our people in the cohort are cut across different countries, and we're also trying to consider that as well. So we'll just stick to that 6 p.m. I think it's still fine. And also, there are some people that want to, like the questions that have been going on, that they want to join two cohorts, like two different training tracks. That way, if you still want to do that, that is if you are really, really interested in doing two different programs. That 6 p.m. gives you opportunity to join the morning classes and still join the evening classes. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Lara, someone is asking if they can, that they did not register earlier, but can they have the opportunity to register So I've told them to reach out to your blessing. Someone is
Right.
asking. He said, person have to repeat, please answer my question. Nobody's
Oh,
so
I'm
so
sorry. That's Cyril. Yes,
Syria, I think.
I see
Yeah,
Cyril. So
Syria,
sorry
yeah.
about that. Thank you for being consistent with the question. Please reach out to us. We also like to reach out to you. You can maybe send a personal update. Let's get your email and we'll discuss further. Damian Ogechi. Ogechukwu, my apologies. Okay, are you ready to speak now? I see your hands raised. Okay. Okay. Chukwamaka, you could speak now.
Okay, so can they unmute themselves or we have to unmute them? I think you have to unmute them. I'm not sure they can unmute themselves. Okay, I think Chukuma is Chukwamaka, you can go on. I think you're muted.
Lara, if you're talking, I
Lara,
can't
you're
think we can
muted.
hear you.
Yeah, you're
No, we
muted.
can't. Okay, I'll call Ogechukwu. Are you ready? I'm moving very briefly to Ayisosa.
Okay, so Lara, I don't think they can speak until you unmute them. I don't know whether we'll meet that time. So I think if it's possible for you to unmute them, find if you can unmute them yourself. Okay. I think Musa Adiola is unmuted. So can you speak
Yes.
up
They
if
can
you have?
unmute by them. They can unmute.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Adjola Musa. I want to say thank you, because what you guys are providing for us is something that it's gold. Let me put it that way. So a big thank you to the organizers of this program. Okay, so my question is, I registered for 2 tracks and then got an acknowledgement mail for just one. So does that mean I have to re-register for the second track that I'm interested in, or I just join the class at the time that they will be having the classes?
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
let me appear. Yes. So if you register for 2 classes, it means that probably you're supposed to receive 2 meals. But if you did not receive 2 meals, what you can do at the end of the day is that reach out to Blessing, and then you can indicate to Blessing and Omolara, sorry. And you can indicate the second class you register for, and then also, and then you can now they can do that at the back end. Do you understand?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. I'll be speaking very soon. I just want to check with Ayo if you're able to unmute now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. Good morning, everyone. To the RGS, let me say a good thank you for the opportunity for what you guys are doing. It's a pleasure being on this track. With regards to security, I didn't hear anything as to what each participant should have prepared for it in regards to the specification for the system that they need to use and what applications that needs to be prepared for, whether it's going to be virtualization or anything that needs to be taught before the class starts. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ayo, for that. It's actually very important, Sammy, for spotting that out to us. Yes, you are supposed to have a laptop that you can connect with for all of the training. Please, it's very important you have a laptop. Um, in terms of the environment, we're making arrangements on the lab environment that you're going to be working with, and then we will communicate that to you once you join each of the track. So, but you have to have your laptop. We want to believe that you have a very good working laptop that at least have a minimum, I think, of 8 gig. So memory, minimum, that's why I use the word minimum. If it's 16 gig is ideal, but 8 gig is okay. The reason why we're saying this is that a lot of your work will be done in the cloud environment where we will give you like a lab environment which you're working around, and then that is where you'll be working. For some of us that already have a Microsoft 365 developer tenant, it's also good. Please, I'm sure when you join each of your classes, you will indicate, and then that's like a platform that we can leverage on. We realized that Microsoft has discontinued the M365 developer program, I think for Nigeria, and I'm not too sure whether India or some other countries, but what we're planning to do is to see alternatives for the lab environment where you all can work. So please bear at the back of your mind. What we need is your laptop needs to be really, really, really strong for you to be able to work. At least, like I said, 8 gig. For people that are going to be doing Figma, that are going to be doing UI UX, definitely you will need a lot of your work will be on your laptop and the Figma. So that is what. But for some of us that will be doing things like security, Power Platform, Azure and all of that, the environment has to be the Microsoft's Azure cloud or the M365 tenant. So we're making arrangements for all of that where you could work. But if you have an environment already, please indicate to your tech mentors and they can leverage on that for you. Thank you for that question. It's actually a very brilliant one. Yes, Tosin, I think we have you next.
Hello, Tosa, are you ready? Tosin, do you mind dropping a question for us in the chat box if there are issues speaking right now? Or the Q&A if there is a question. Okay, last call for Chukwu Amaka. Amaka and Isosa, are you still here?
I'm here, please. Isosa.
All right, thank you. Please ask your question.
Please, I want to ask if Dockerization, containerization, deploying apps and migrating apps will be part of the conversation on Azure. Thank you.
Yes, containerization will be, but one thing you need to keep in mind is the course is going to be within the coverage of the particular track. So you might not go into advanced. There's another course, higher course after this one that will take you to advanced and configuration of Docker, containerization, and all of that. But to the what you need to know with regard to this course, yes, it will be covered.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Right now, invite Lola Ademi, that's our global president, just to ginger us. She's called LA Ginger. As we have heard all of these very technical contributions. Thank you, Elish. Immediately after Eli, we're bringing up Blessing. That's our community manager, warmly welcoming us and giving us virtual hug into the community and telling us how to find our way around.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're joining for. Thank you so much. I mean, it's amazing. And Lara, thanks for putting me on the spot. You always do that. But again, you know what we do at TechStylers? You're always ready, especially if you're one of the leaders, it's a great opportunity for me to be the global president of TechStylers, and I'm super excited that this court is already looking gingered. I'm more excited that we even have men, even though our mission is to ensure that we have more representation of women in tech, but it's a good thing to have the men here as well. We had about 167 thereabout at the beginning, and I believe that each and every one of us would complete these tracks and will be either experts or get into tech or change career. I can tell you for free, AI has come to stay and is going to evolve around all industry, is going to take over all industry. So if you are a mathematician, a physician, a medical doctor, and you think you don't need tech, you think you need to think twice. So it's a good thing you're here. I know we have ranges from 18 to 65, trust me, on this call. And it just goes to show that people are ready to evolve with what is happening. I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone. Thank you, Lara from Canada. With all your commitments, you're supposed to be sleeping and snoring right now. For those of you in America, for those of you in Europe, for the founders, you guys are amazing. Dublin, in Lagos, everywhere, Kenya. We just want to say a big thank you. We won't like to waste much of your time. We look forward to it. I'm going to pop in all the classes, so trust me. I'm going to be there to see each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And for the September session regarding Scrum Master, I'm a Scrum coach. I look forward to seeing everyone. And trust me, I'm going to have your first certification and FSC free of charge, again, from TechStylers. And we hope by the time you're done, you'll be able to deploy excellent agile projects. Thank you so very much. Over to you, Lara. Thank you, everyone, and welcome.
Thank you so very much, Ellie. Blessing our community manager. She'll show us very briefly, a few minutes, how to upload our social media platforms, how to say yes, I've been accepted, and how to display.
Hello, Lara. Welcome everyone once again. I know we're super excited. Okay, quick one. If you check the in-call chat message, you will see I've dropped the link for you to join the Discord channel. I know we still have lots of questions, but with time you'll be answered. And also look out or watch out for your emails from me. We'll also be sharing more information. Maybe you get the breakdown for the various classes for those that didn't join early. But all in all, just ensure you find yourself to Discord channel so that, because all the information, the various classes will be grouped, you'll be in your various classes there. So just ensure you join the Discord channel. And if you have difficulty, feel free to email me. I know you must have received an email from me, so do well. I'm the one behind the email, so it's a human being that sends the emails to you. All right. Thank you very much, Lara. Like she said, this is a joyous event. It's exciting because it's both free and it's us taking a new step in our career, or we try something new. So it's something to be very happy about. And that's the reason why we want to celebrate it in a grand way. So we employ all of you. We employ everybody to do this. We sent an email this morning for you to check, for you to upload the success of your acceptance. I don't know if we've done that. So I'm going to share my entire screen. Rather, I think I've not been able to see the particular tab so that we'll see. All right. So I'm not going to see, can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, please react.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. So you have the email you received this morning, you have this guide there in case you don't, maybe in case you forget it, and there is also a link for you to generate your DP. So what we want you to do is, in celebrating this in a grand style, you have to use the generate your DP so that everyone will see that you have been accepted, and it makes it fun. So when you click the link, if you're using a browser, a laptop, you will get to see this. Please do not log in, do not create, just do I'd rather not. Then the next thing, click on this plus icon to add your image. The next place, you type your name, enter your name here. Once you're entering your name, it will reflect, this will change automatically. Then you go ahead and generate your DP. At the end, you have something like this. I've generated one for myself. Once you are done with that, you click the download button. Once you click the download button, it downloads on your PC. Then you can feel free to, you can use that to celebrate on various social media platforms. One thing you have to do is you ensure you tag us on all the posts. We'll be looking out so that we can repost, engage, celebrate with you. Another very interesting thing we've done is that we've created sample messages so that in case you are lost for words, you have a guide. It doesn't mean that you're restricted to using only these words. You may decide to freestyle because some of you are very, very good with words, or you can go ahead and use any of this. We have 3 sample messages which have been attached to your email, to the email you received this morning. Should in case you didn't receive any email, please indicate in the chat and I'll copy your email because we had some emails that were wrong. Maybe you entered a number or you forgot to enter a letter when you were sending, when you were registering, and it wasn't delivered. Maybe that's the reason why you did not receive the messages. But if everything is okay, you should have received the email message this morning with these 2 attachments. One, this guide, and then the message sample. So we have message 1, message 2, and message 3. You can pick any, you can decide to choose any of them, or you freestyle and do them on your own. I hope this has been very clear. Thank you very much, Omolara. Okay.
So I think Blessing, I got your email address wrong on the. I think there is a Blessing N, I guess. Yeah,
Yes.
so but I've corrected that. So for those that have already picked that email address before, please correct it. I've also done that myself here. I mean, on the chat window. You can send email to blessingn@techstylers.com or lara.ajijola@techstylers.com for any of your inquiries.
But again, remember to join the Discord channel. The link is here. You can copy it. I'll also send out an email with the Discord link so that you can all join. Just ensure you look out. You can check your spam messages. It's possible the message went to your spam. If you did not receive it in your inbox, please do check. Please check your spam. Oderinde, please check your spam if it's not in your inbox. It's possible it went to your spam. And also, if you did not register, do well to reach out to me. Send me an email so that we can work around that and get you registered. All right. Hello, Lara. Over to you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Joy, Blessing, before you round off the session, we have 2 hands raised, Wealth and Chukwamaka. Chukwamaka is back. Let's just quickly take Wealth and Chukwamaka, and then you could round off the session. Thank you. Wealth, please speak.
All right. Good morning. Please confirm you can hear me, please.
Yes, please.
Okay. asked a question on the chat box if we could extend this wonderful opportunity to people within our network. I didn't get a response, so I thought I should ask here and hear you out, please. Thank you.
Oh,
Yes, we'll be happy to have them on board. Just as Blessing spoke a few minutes ago, we've dropped her email in the chat box, in the meeting chat. Please, you can send an email so that should give you the link, and it can be more
Okay.
personal that way.
Okay, then the other bit is there an age limit for this training? Teenagers between 14 to 18, are they allowed on this training, or is it from 18 to 65, like I heard one of the coaches say?
So let me help there. Ideally, is from 18 upward. And the reason is because if you say 14, if you have people of 14 years, but would not have to take the class back, I think that will be that. Okay, so that's that, because the truth about it is that we want people that are matured, and this is actually for people that wants to in the school, in the university, and they're trying to get out so that they can be job ready. For those that don't have work, we can. So that's what we have. However, I think Joy has her hands up. I think there is a program also Joy runs, and that program, I think she'll speak on it, for teens really, for people in their in the 14s and the rest. Yes, in those age brackets, and then maybe she'll throw more light on that. Yeah. Joy, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much.
You know, I'm an advocate of child privacy, and so in in all honesty, the class is not tailored for anybody below 18. Not because we say anything, but because the scenarios that we're using are real life scenarios, work experience scenarios, and they are not tailored to children. The choice of language and the people in the room, there was no communication to the participants that they would have minors in their classrooms. So we would recommend that for the live classes, not anybody below 18. If you are looking at something that would incorporate your children, we would see how to work on that. Madam, you put me on the spot. Yes, at Mama Cyber Shield, we do things tailored to children, but we'll see how to take out that. But please, these particular sessions, we would not recommend that you have your minors join, because the members, other participants, were not communicated that minors will be in the class, and just so that we adhere to children privacy. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm not promising, but sometime in the future, yes, we have plans for TechStylers for teens. So, but we might not be this year, but we have that plan because we've gotten this kind of questions sometimes. So, but for now, maybe in the future, we'll let you know. Yeah.
Thank you, Joy. Thank you, MJ. I have Chukwamaka. If you are ready, please let us know. Okay, while we're trying to sort out that, we'll encourage you to join the TechStylers community. We have put up our community link on in the chat box, so you can join our community. With that, you will see all the information you require with regards to the Discord channel, the WhatsApp group that we have, the LinkedIn, all the platforms that you can reach out to us. Thank you, Ellie, for bringing that to our attention. So please join the community. Click on the QR code or the link to join the community so that we can stay updated with regards to upcoming events, and not just the cohort training, so that it's not a one-off as it is. So okay, we are rounding off, but please, I hope your question is very brief so that we could let people get their day started.
Yes, it's very brief. I can't see the charts at all. That's why it popped up. I can't see any of the charts, so that's why I came up. So if the link that was sent has everything on the email, that will be fine.
Okay, all right, that's fine, Ayo. But is there a specific question you want to ask, please? Let's get it.
No, there's no question. Just I can't see any of the chats that was being sent about
Oh,
any link or email.
okay.
Did you receive the emails today? Did you receive
Yes.
all the emails
I'm
you've
not.
been sending?
I received the one of yesterday, but no one today.
Okay.
Can you check your spam, please?
I think he can check his junk mail. Check your junk. It might be there. But if not, you can also leave your email behind. I mean, so yes, I get what you're saying. You don't have any, you can't put your email in the chat. But do us a favor, the one you received before, can you reply to Blessing and then tell her what you want, so that that you cannot get the mail you're looking for, and then she can reply that. Would that work, Ayo?
Yes,
Hello,
ma'am.
can you
Yes,
hear
ma'am.
me?
To work. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
To
all
work.
right. Yeah, okay then.
We're rounding off now. Any more questions yet to be answered? Cyril, we just want to be sure that you leave the session at least comfortable to dive right in next week, because next week we're just starting classes immediately. So I'll be taking, okay, we have just 4 minutes more. I see more hands up. I would call those that haven't spoken at all. So I'll just call out the names. Cyril first. Immediately after, I'll take all of these questions and then we would answer them all at once. So please ask your questions all together. Immediately after Cyril, Peju, immediately after Peju is Damian, immediately after Damian is Indidi, then Ostina, then Miriam, and that'll be it for today. 7 of us. Please ask your questions briefly and then we'll take it all at once. Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I got to know about I'm Esther, even though Cyril is showing. Yeah, Cyril is my husband. I got to know about this course from him. Okay, so I'm a nurse and I'm actually trying to transit to tech. So I have asked severally if I can register, since I didn't register previously. So I am interested in the Microsoft Azure, and if I can begin the classes as well with this batch.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hello, Peju, can hear you.
Okay, so my name is Peju. Good afternoon from this side. I am just curious to ask if there is like any expert that's what like a mentor that one can talk to, because from the presentation all the tracks are promising, and I am somebody that I'm in the point of like transiting from my career to another, and everything is just looking for, and it's so confusing. I don't know which one to do. I feel like doing everything. So I believe if I can talk to someone and share my experience and my background and where I'm coming from and what is really affecting me here where I am, she will be able to like advise me and give me clarity, and also like hold me responsible for all like throughout this program. So I'm just asking that is there any like avenue to like connect with a mentor that can help out or give or advice? Thank you.
Thank you,
Good
Pedro.
afternoon,
Okay.
everyone.
Good
Good
morning. We
afternoon,
can
everyone.
hear you. Good afternoon.
Please, I heard that the security class is always Saturday from 11 a.m., right? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, that's correct.
So is there any other day apart from Saturday? Because Saturday I don't usually have access to computer. It's only with Monday to Friday.
Okay, I think when you get to that end, we'll discuss, because the thing is you can have the opportunity to watch it on the YouTube, but Joy is the tech mentor for that class. I think she will take note of this and will answer when everybody else has asked their question. I hope that
Okay, sir.
helps.
Thank you. Thank
All
you, sir.
right, then you're welcome. Yeah, my voice is all ski. This is a lady.
Hello, everyone. Please confirm you can hear me.
We can hear you.
Okay, I tried to register in the Discord panel or platform, and at the initial time, I was seeing the chats coming in, but it was giving me a pop-up that I need to claim my account before I can interact. In fact, at a point, he said, I need to claim this account before it gets lost. So I've been making different attempts to claim the account. Looks like I'm lost right now. I can't even see the charts anymore, so I'll need help. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Please, can you guys hear me? My name is Osina. My question is to what she just said. I tried joining the Discord channel. I got to where I got my passcode to use. After imputing it, it went off. Ever since I've been trying to come back in, and it's telling me on a day. Is it clear? Can somebody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm taking down your question.
Okay, that's it. Then the second one is for Blessing. I didn't get that mail, today's mail, but I've sent her a mail, a follow-up mail from what I got the other on the 16th. So I've done a follow-up mail on that to her. So those are my two questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Miriam, please.
Good morning, everyone. So I dropped a message earlier because I already registered for the security course and I want to add the Azure. So someone can help us drop like how to add the Azure, since the timing is perfect and we can combine the both of them. Thank you.
Okay, Miriam, got you. Joy, please give me a moment. I'll call you once I get all the questions, please. Chukwamaka, are you ready? Chukwamaka, if you're speaking, we can't hear you. I wouldn't mind if you drop a message in the meeting chat so that we can pick it up, because I see your hand has been up for a really long time. But just so you know, we can't hear you. Finally, Zainab, are you ready? Zainab, also, if you're speaking, we can't hear you, although you have unmuted. Also, if you are trying to speak and maybe you were having technology issues, kindly leave us a message in the meeting chat or your question in the Q&A so that we'll get back to you. So very quickly, to start from your questions, I'll start from Joy so that she could take the questions with regards to security.
Okay, for those, sorry, I can't remember this again. Yes, the guy who's asking if we can have the classes outside Saturday. Unfortunately, we can't. I also work a 8 to 5 job, so I'm not going to be available during the week. Only weekends. Yeah. So, but you can rewatch, and during the week, if you join any of our communication platforms, you can ask me questions during the week while you're watching if you need clarification, and I can find time to. But unfortunately, we won't be able to hold the classes during the week because of my own work schedule. I think that was the only security question. I raised my hand regarding the lady who is confused, and I wanted to say to Foni and our president and MJ, is it okay if I take her up and
Why
mentor her?
not? Very, 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 very okay. And if, like I said, if there is anyone that needs also clarification around that, if you Joy, if you're so choked, please you can send some to me also. I will take them up and then advise on that. Yeah.
Yeah. What we can do is immediately after this call and we end the recording, you can stay back if your problem is trying to understand where you want to fit, and we can see how to help you from there. And if it is very personal, we're happy to take you on a one-on-one call to see how to help you. I don't know, just so that if there are other people inside that category, we can, once the session is over and we drop the recording, if your challenge is, I don't know where I want to fit, I need guidance, stay back on the call and we can do a quick group session. And if your case is very personal, it's okay. After this call, we can go on a one-on-one with you to also help you. That's the essence of our community.
All right, thank you. For Ostina, I'll advise you to please join the community. Ostina and people who have questions relating to that, please join the community. We have posted the community link. It's easier that way, so that if you're having issues with at least Discord, you will also be on WhatsApp, and then we can keep the conversation going in that space. Please confirm that you can see the TechStylers community link for you to join. We have put that in the chat box. Also, we're doing that again just to bring it up in the chat. Please join the community. Let's keep the conversation going. I've sent it again. Yanu just asked, I've sent it again, so that if you have any issues after now joining either Discord, you would we'll take it up from there. We have a very active WhatsApp group. And then for Cyril, can believe your question has been answered. Damien, question has been answered. Page, your question has been answered. Then for Ostina, yes, has been answered. For Ndidi, for the chat, do you mean the chat for this particular call?
So I clicked on one of the links you posted for Discord. Then it took me to where I had all those challenges.
All right. Okay, please just click on the community, join the community. Let's have your information, and then you'll see all of our platforms at the end. By the time you fill the form, all of our, including WhatsApp, just so that we can continue the conversation as well in that space.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Is there an introduction? Abel is asking if there's an introduction to the platform we intend using, considering as some of us are already familiar with the platform. Okay, you can stay behind because we have to really wrap up now. You can stay behind after we say our after we say the goodbyes, we can stay back just so that we can talk about it a little bit more. 1 minute to round off and to wrap up. So it's been a very engaging session. I'd like to say thank you very much to all of us that joined from everywhere that we are. Yes, recording is available. We'll find it on WhatsApp, on YouTube, pardon me. Thank you to all our mentors that joined. Thank you to everyone that wants to share the link, to everyone that wants to pass it forward. Every of your concerns have been addressed. Miriam, we got your question. You can please stay behind after this session, just so that we can address that personal question with regards to security that wants to combine with Azure. I got your question. Thank you to everyone. And so the final closing will be with our community manager, and she's giving us a virtual hug while we round off. Thank you, Blessing.
All right, thank you very much, Lara. It's been an exciting event and an eventful event too. All right, so it's a warm welcome to all of us. So before we round up, Zainab, you sent your email for follow-up. That's zainab@outlook.com. All the emails I've sent to you have bounced back. So it may be if you can maybe put another email that maybe we can use to communicate with you, or a phone number or something. But all the emails, I think, all bounced back. All right. With that being said, thank you very much, all of you. We really look forward to this. We hope it's going to be very promising, very interesting. We know it's not going to be easy, but that's why you have all these amazing women taking out their time to hold your hand through. They're sacrificing their time. They want to pour into you. If I were you in this position, I should give this time. It's going to start and it's eventually going to end. So don't look at this period as if it's going to take away your time, but rather bear in mind that as it's going to start, June is eventually going to come. And once it comes, you become better. You already know something that you can use as a superpower sometime in the future, anytime, anywhere. And also, it's not a must that everyone that goes through this training must get a job. You don't know where you can apply it. It can just be for you to have the skill, for you to make it better, and also gain new friendship when you are in this. So open your mind for everything, all encompassing. Just open your mind. Don't tie it to only that I must be the best in this or get a job. Let it be, enjoy the training session, take it one step at a time. It's going to be difficult at some points. It's going to be challenging, but then if you see it through to the end, you will definitely know that you are better than you were today. So with that being said, expect more mails from me. And if you've not joined our community using the link, then you reply my email if you've not gotten any email. And if you've not joined the community, do well to join so that you can get all the information. But prepare for Saturday. That being said, thank you very much. We can't wait to see all your posts on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, where you tag us. Follow us. Ensure you follow us. Follow us. That's a way you can appreciate all your mentors, a way you can appreciate all of us that are doing this work to ensure you grow. Ensure you follow us. Ensure you make these posts. Ensure you celebrate. Let all your friends know about it. And if you have to invite someone like Wealth is looking for wants to invite her network, please do it today.
I am on.
It not go beyond today. If you can, maybe the form will be opened again today for new intakes. But please let it be only today. If you have anyone that you still want to invite, the form will still be open for more people to register, but let it be today. That being said, thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Bye.
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 Thank you.
Oh, sorry, can we get the recording? Hello?
The onboarding session will be available on YouTube. Yeah.